Okay, so I have taken a bit of a break from the day. Oh, you can't see me too well, Tam. Let's get this backlight going. And I wanted to drop into a motorcycle repair or kind of motorcycle custom shop. Gasoline Pony, I think it's called. It's not the Gasoline Pony, it's Gasoline Motor Co. I'm going to go in there and see if they can get me a quote on getting mods done to the BMW K75, because the way that it's been put together at the moment is, I think I showed you before in the previous video, where it's a little bit dodge in terms of the quality of the attachments and fit out, like cable ties. I don't know, cable ties, like they're handy, but permanent fix cable ties on a motorbike? I don't know. I don't like it. So what I'm going to do, we'll head over that way, Gasoline Pony. I'll find them. They're around here somewhere, and then see what I can find out from them for like charges. And I could try and do that job myself, a bit of spot welding and things like that. But I just don't have the gear. I don't have the knowledge right now on how to do that. I don't want to do a bodgy job. I want to do a good job on it, and then we can hopefully get a good price on it when I go to sell the bike. It's so much fun at the moment though. Seriously tempted to keep it, but I know what I'm like. I'll keep the bike for a couple of years, and then one day I'll just say, oh, it's time to get another one, and I'll sell it and get another one. But right now, I love it. Obviously, I don't want to sell it, but like if someone were to say to me now, how much do you want for it? I'd say it's not for sale. But I can tell you, in 2 years' time, when it's all finished and all fixed up and all perfect the way that I like it, yeah, then I'll get bored with it and sell it, and I'll get another one, do the same thing again. So that's what I'm going to do now. I have no clue where it is, so I'll find it and we'll show you when we get there. Man, I love the architecture. So I'm in Mascot, or I think, or Botany, or Waterloo, maybe one of those places. Check this out. Look at the colours and the style of that. I just love this architecture. I love the colours and the styling. And look at that apartment block over there with a big gap in the middle and this walkway over the top. Oh, it looks like something from the far future. Like, I don't know. I love design like that. Beautiful. I'm kind of easy to please, I know. Anyway, there you go. So there it is. We're at Gasoline Motor Co. So yeah, I just had a chat to Will. I'm going to bring the bike in probably a week. I want to get the bike tidied up, just everything right on it, and then ride it for a long time everywhere. It's going to be so much fun. I don't know how much it's going to cost, but I hopefully it won't be too much, because you know, it's fairly standard stuff that I want done. Everything's in place where it needs to be, so it should just be spot weld here and there. So we'll see. Maybe I reckon it'll come in at probably $1,500, something like that, I'd reckon. Let's see what they say. See how accurate I am with my estimation. Alright, gotta head back. See you back at the shack. So I've just been watching a little bit of Camera Conspiracies. He's a Canadian comedian YouTuber. He's pretty funny. Got me inspired to think a little bit about what's going on in this little world of ours as well. Oh my God, families, they're good. They're bad too. Man, I'm fighting off a cold. I know where it came from. It came from my family. We like to share, we share everything. Germs, bathrooms, kitchens, plates, knives, forks. Hey, it's good and bad. I mean, sharing is caring, The last ARING, it's shared. So I get that, which is good. But the SH and the C, the sh and the k, oh boy, there's some things I don't want to share, This is one of them. I've had this cold for like 2 weeks now. It's not COVID. I've been tested. Don't worry, I'm fine. It's just annoying. Like, it's so annoying. We've finally got some good weather. Like, I'm not going to show you. I'm too lazy. There's a blue sky. There's a sun outside. It's coming into spring. Is a couple of weeks away now. And I had plans to go out to do a bushwalk hike. They call in Australia we call hiking bushwalking, or we used to, and now we've become Americanized, maybe Americanized. We're calling it hikes. Oh my God, hikes! It's just totally different. Like a hike in my mind means something completely different to a bushwalk. It's a walk in the bush. It's got a better tone. That's the word. It just seems to sound better going on a bushwalk here in Australia to say that, as opposed to I'm going to take a hike. Like, it's just so American. I don't know. I love Americans. Don't get me wrong. I really do. I love Americans. But in Australia, I think we're going to have to say bushwalk. Someone's coming in the door. I can tell. I'm doing a video right now, and I can hear someone in the background. And I'm pretty sure they're going to knock on the door and come through. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. I don't think anyone's there. Anyway, that was my rant. It's a very short video today because I'm going to go back and lay on the lounge and try and get over this. But I just thought I'd do a bit of sharing and caring about our families, and maybe you can relate. I love them, but at the same time, sometimes you want to kill them, you know? Not literally. I'm kidding. I don't really want to kill my family. It's just when you pick up germs and things from your loved ones, it's like, why? Why did you do that? I don't want your germs. They're yours. I'm not going to take them from you. God. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to go now. See you later. This is Bridge Street. So up there we've got the Conservatorium of Music in the background, and down this way we've got office buildings and apartments and things. So, and I like the look of this just down here. So we'll grab a quick shot here. I don't want to get you so wet, so I'll put you. I'm not sure you can see me, but yeah, I just like that view. Setting it all manual, so it's 12,800 ISO, just out for your interest, you know, f4.0, a 13th of a second white balance. So I've got auto white balance, so I can fix it up in post because I'm shooting raw anyway. But it just has a good look to it. I don't know, I like the way that it looks. Oh yeah, and the lens I've got is the Canon, the 24 to 105, but it's got a Canon EF to EOS M mount, which gives it a 1.6 times crop or magnification. So it gives me a little bit of closer magnification, if you like, or a bit of reach, and so it crops in the view of the photo. Looks good. Oh wow, look at that. A heritage building. Nice. Okay, let's go. Oh man, I'm getting rained on. So, over here we've got an art gallery. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, Museum of Sydney, so we'll get a look at this. See all those poles over there? Get a view of that. Look at that there. Looks good. I must come here during the day. Man, I wasted a lot of time when I was on leave there, you know. Could have been in here. It's a little bit overexposed there, of all things. We'll do the same old thing that I always recommend we do, which is go manual, man. So what do we got? I'll tell you the settings, but I really don't think the settings are important because you will make up your own mind what makes sense for you eventually on your camera. So, but for me, to give you a bit of a guide, I'm on a 30th of a second f4.0, which is as wide as the aperture goes, just to get all that light in, and then 12,800 ISO, and that's giving me, it's underexposed, so I might just up the ISO to the max, which is 25,600, and then I got it on autofocus because I don't trust my focusing ability, but man, it looks great. I'm going to compose it so that I've got the flag on the left, the bridge on the left, the toasters, the apartment buildings a bit on the right, and then make it about a third for the water. Then the you know, the rule of thirds. I put the water at the third level from the bottom on the ground. It's got the cloud in there. Yeah, and it looks great. I love it. The only thing is the poles are kind of bent inwards because of my perspective where I am. It's making the poles look taller. So if I raise the camera up, it should compensate a bit for that, and then you can kind of make it straighter. So we just recompose that. Try and get the camera level without compromising too much the composition, and then we just focus it up. So what I'm doing is focusing on the bridge and then composing it. So I've got the bridge nice and sharp in the distance, and then I've got to level it up a bit, and it's kind of level-ish there. So quick snap. Now the image stabilization is going to be the saving grace. Let's see what it looks like. Doesn't look too bad. Wow, scared me. Now we've got about 10 minutes. So what I'll do, have a look at what's going on here. So we've got palm trees, and then that's the apartment blocks I was talking about. There's this escalator which takes us up to the Cahill Expressway as well, but I'm not going to have enough time. I've got to move the car. So I'll just move over here a bit, get a slightly different view. In fact, I like the view down this way with circular quay, the walkway down there. So let's have a look at that. Bit of reflection off the wet pavement. Looks pretty cool. So again, we'll do a autofocus. I got it fairly wide open on the lens, so I'm just going to take it off autofocus so it is really easy and quick to get photos composed. It's probably set correctly, 1/100th, f4.0, 12,800 ISO, and it's probably the 38mm for the width of the camera lens. I think that's a little bit too dark. Let's have a look. No, looks pretty good. Get one like a little bit higher there. Oh, wanted you in there. There you go. So I'm going to actually not level it up because it looks more level like this. Huh, interesting. Okay, so we've got a flag happening there as well. That's good. And then there's my alarm, so I'm going to have to go. Got to move that car. All right. So there you go, quick shot. Let's get that car sorted out. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to drive around to Lady Macquarie's chair. There's kind of grassed area down here, and then there's water. And that leads into the Royal Botanic Gardens on the other side, and the Opera House further to the right, and the Harbour Bridge just behind the trees and the right there as well. But the main thing here is the city view. So we've got the skyscrapers, obviously, and the water down here is really pretty. So I'm going to grab a couple of shots from here with the water. nice spot. On the other side, there's a closed, like a coffee kind of cafe thing there. We've got, I think this is Garden Island. Grab the old camera and grab a couple of shots. There's a speedboat going really fast across the water now without any lights at all. That's got to be dodgy. Okay, so I like the lights, the look of the lights behind this tree here. Oh, it's perfect exposure. Look at that. 25,600 ISO, f4.0, 1/15 of a second, and we've got the wide open lens again, and it's just all level. Oh God, yeah, I like the look of that. Kind of like a accidental shot almost. I'm not even going to try to beat that one. The rule of thirds I've got on the screen for the video, and the street light is bang on the top left quadrant where the vertical and horizontal lines meet. It's perfectly put in the rule of thirds by accident. That's interesting. Okay, so this one here, oh, it does kind of show up. So I'm going to see if I can replicate the view that I've got on the camcorder with what I'm taking the photo, like that. And what do you think? Does that match? Ooh, it's very close. And it actually shows the blue. I think I can do better. Let's have a look. If I, because I've left everything the same, 1/15 of a second, f4.0, 25,600 ISO, wide open lens in terms of the zoom factor. What I'm going to do to modify that slightly is increase the shutter speed so that we can darken it. So the street light should go darker, but then the blue in the background should come up brighter. Let's have a look, see how that turns out. Which it does a little bit, I think. I like that better. What do you think? Now the screen, sorry, the lens on the front has got a nice kind of lens flare light streak happening. So I'm just going to clean that a little bit with the old shirt. Shouldn't do that, but anyway, there it is. Shirt's doing the job. I'll get told off for this, I am sure. Anyway, now I've got an ND filter on the top of this lens, which I don't really need for photographic work in the night time, but I don't want to take it off because I'll lose it. And it's starting to rain again. Damn it. So I've just cleaned the lens and now it's getting spots all over it. And I can't, there it is there, okay. I'll just give it a quick wipe. Okay, that'll have to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to put everything back in again. Okay, let's catch up at the next stop.